you can count on. This is WNEM TV5 News at 5:30.
They're attracted to it. They like to chew on it, and they'll make a nest underneath the hood of a car, and they'll proceed to start chewing on wiring and eating it.
Unwanted passengers are eyeing cars as a delicious afternoon snack.
Their snacking costing you thousands for repairs. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us at 5:30. I'm Frank Turner.
And I'm Meg McLeod. Rodents are having your wires and eating them too, even making themselves a toasty home.
They get warmth in the winter and a tasty meal made up from your car's wires, taking a huge bite out of your budget.
TV5's Jonathan Jackson explains why rodents are raving about wires and making owners raving mad.
You see all the wires hanging out?
Dex Tunison has been in the auto repair business for almost 30 years now and has just about seen it all, even mice chewing through the wiring in people's cars.
It can be very pesky.
The issue has been somewhat of a regular occurrence for Tunison, more so in the winter due to rodents looking for a place to nest, like underneath the hood of a car, but says their reason for chewing the wiring is due to the taste.
Some vendors to the manufacturer will use organically based wires, and that's why it's kind of a sporadic problem.
Tunison says the use of soy products in wiring is becoming more frequent as more manufacturers go green. But when mice chew through them, it can cause some serious damage.
Well, if the wires short out, it can do computer system damage, computer damage itself. It can cause the car to stumble, run rough because the cylinder's not getting fuel.
Although several cases have been seen in older model vehicles, newer cars should still get their underhood wiring checked as well.
When we do the wiring repairs, we cover them with a plastic-based or a vinyl-based tape that I wouldn't say it repels the rodents, but they don't like to chew on that, so we try to prevent it from happening again.
In Saginaw, Jonathan Jackson, WNEM TV5.
And if you're looking for more ways to protect your car from rodent damage, Consumer Reports does have a few suggestions. You can find those in the hot links section on WNEM.com.
Bright sunshine, a warm breeze, everything you could ask from a beautiful day as you take this live look over Saginaw and Flint.
And for a change, instead of feeling like the last season, winter, we're feeling more like summer.
Meteorologist Kylie Miller in the First Warn 5 Weather Center now with how long this will last, and please say a long, long time.
You know, I mean, Meg, we're skipping right over spring, I guess. Today it felt like summer out there, but changes are coming. You know, it couldn't last forever, unfortunately. But for this evening, it is looking perfect. Open up your windows, maybe have dinner outside, because we're going to hold on to those warm temperatures and still hold on to that sunshine. As we take a live look over our Birch Run camera, you can see that we have beautiful blue skies out in the distance, and it looks like traffic is moving smooth. Temperatures are above average anywhere from the country's midsection, including us here in mid-Michigan. Across the Midwest, temperatures are currently in the 70s, if not the middle and the lower 80s across our area. On the First Warn 5 Sky Tracker, we are dry and pretty much cloud-free for now, but our next disturbance is knocking on our doorstep, and we're going to be having some rain showers move on in, but not for these next 5 hours. Definitely take advantage of it and enjoy the warm temperatures. We'll go over your full forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
All right, thank you, Kylie. Across Michigan now, beginning in Macomb Township, the second day of digging on property where the bodies of as many as 6 children may be buried. Police and FBI finding the body of 13-year-old Cindy Zarzicki there, abducted and killed in 1986 by convicted pedophile Arthur Ream. Ream leading police to the site near 23 Mile Road and North Avenue. Officers now searching for other victims of the confessed child killer, cold cases going back to the 70s.
Survivors of Dr. Larry Nassar are hoping to get more sexual abuse survivors justice with new legislation. Survivors Rachel Denhollander, Larissa Boyce, and Sterling Reichman all spoke with State House lawmakers today, hoping they'll sign off on the bills the state Congress signed off on last month. The 40-bill package would give victims more time to take legal action against their abusers. More survivors will provide testimony tomorrow, and the committee could vote in the coming weeks.
A Michigan State trooper breathing a sigh of relief, possibly sprouting a few new gray hairs after this close call with a car. His traffic stop, a brush with death when an out-of-control Dodge Challenger just misses him, taking out a tree instead. The dash cam video rolling Friday night on I-75 north of Detroit. The Challenger narrowly missing the trooper and flipping over. The driver arrested for DUI. No one was hurt.
This was my year of so many lasts. My last cheerleading competition, my last time in the student section, and my last prom. I had such a bright future planned, but then everything changed.
A powerful PSA is hitting home, teaching kids they may never return home if they drink and drive. As TV5's Ashlyn Hill explains, this PSA will be on the minds of many, but especially the students who created it as they get ready for one of their biggest high school milestones.
It was really sad, and I can't even imagine it being an actual situation.
A strong message for students about the consequences of drinking and driving. A public service announcement written, produced, and directed by a Fenton High School video production class. Madison Dotson is a senior this year and tells me playing the role of someone who lost their life due to drinking and driving was an eye-opener.
It was really uncomfortable having what the paramedics and stuff were like putting on me and doing to me, and it was really cold out there, so if it was real, I can't even imagine what it would actually be like.
It's educational, it's meant to be powerful, to have an impact.
Mr. Ashley is the video productions teacher and tells me he's passionate about each year's prom PSA, designed to bring awareness to drunk driving ahead of prom season. He teaches students like Trenton Woodbeck, a senior producer who says making a powerful message can also be fun.
If it's a fun thing to do, it's going to be an easy thing to do. So if it's fun to make videos, we might as well make a video that's important.
Drinking and driving leads to consequences, whether it's you drinking and driving, whether it's, a friend of yours. Stop people if you see it, stop people from underage drinking. I mean, that's our big goal with this.
Mr. Ashley tells me it's important to bridge the gap between student awareness and community involvement.
This gives us an opportunity to take that, that amazing work and that amazing, creativity and editing and everything else, and be able to put it into something that can impact people, outside of just our school.
In Fenton, Ashlyn Hill, WNEM TV5.
And if you'd like to see that PSA in its entirety or share it, we've posted a link for you in the hot links section on WNEM.com.
Several millages on ballots across mid-Michigan seeking more money for schools. In Vassar, a $12 million hike on the ballot from a $1.3 million increase over 25 years, raising money for building and security improvements. And in Midland County, Meridian Public Schools proposing a 25-year $1.8 million bond proposal, raising more than $20 million for building improvements, technology, and transportation. Count on TV5 for all your election coverage on air, online, and on your mobile device.
Life after prison can be difficult, especially when trying to find a job. But one local man wants to help ease that burden.
He's taking the steps to get ex-cons back on their feet. We'll take a walk in his shoes tonight at 6.
But first, 6,000 pedestrians were killed in car crashes in 2016 alone. Coming up, find out which car companies are trying to do something to make their vehicles safer.